Okay, we have the base coat mixed up in the gun. Now I have the sprayer spraying horizontal instead of vertical to start with. So we're going to switch it over. As you can see, we got a problem. The paint is spider webbing. Okay. I stopped. Okay, I stopped right here. Okay. Now, spider webbing, and I'm gonna panic. Spider webbing is due to several things. The wrong solvent, I have the right solvent. The wrong mixture of paint, I have the right mixture of paint. The wrong air pressure, I have the right air pressure. Putting out too much paint, or the base coat, not the base coat, but the primer didn't dry long enough. Okay. Now we got 24 hours on this paint before I can recoat it. So it's late in the afternoon, it's 20 to 4. So I'm kind of glad this happened, that way I could figure it out. Okay, we've had that happen already. And normally it was the wrong solvent. Or your coat, your undercoat, your primer, okay, it's not totally dry. Okay, this gold coat is $80 a quart, but I was able to save it. I cleaned the gun, I put it in a covered lid, okay, so I can repaint it. So anyway, I got 24 hours before I can recoat this without scuffing it. But I'm gonna have to sand this. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna let this dry overnight. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna sand this. Okay. I still gotta take the gun apart and clean it and see if there's anything wrong with the gun, that something would cause the gun to put out too much paint. I don't know what, but it was putting out a lot of paint. I noticed that. I noticed it was putting out a lot of paint. I double checked the pressure. The pressure looks good. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. No problem. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, if you get a run or you get a problem, don't panic. It can be fixed. So what we're gonna do is, I'm kind of laughing at myself here. I still ain't figured it out. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand it tomorrow morning, and then that'll give it a little more drying time, and then we're gonna spray some more paint and see what we got. Meanwhile, I'm gonna finish cleaning the gun. I'm gonna look the gun over. I might switch to another gun. Okay. And we'll go from there. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. Alright, spider webbing bad. Now, normally what causes spider webbing like this is your sealer, the seal coat or primer, is not flashed off. Now this primer is mixed with reducer and a hardener. Okay. If you didn't give enough time to flash off, now I gave it an hour and a half, a couple of hours. Over an hour, anyway, hour and a half. Which should have been enough time. Now, also, you got the wrong solvents, which I have the right solvents. You could have the wrong paint mixture. I have the right paint mixture. It could be the gun's not set right. Okay, so it's the gun. I think it was the gun. It could be a combination of this not being cured and the gun. I left the little screen out when I cleaned the gun. The little screen, and that screen stops. Without the green, I noticed it was putting out a lot of paint. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it dry overnight. We're gonna come tomorrow morning, we're gonna sand that down. We're gonna put a little screen in the gun this time. Okay. When I clean this gun, there's a little screen that goes in here. And I had it in that little red bucket right there. I was in the back of the shop. And when I put the gun back together, I just threw the solvent out. And I threw out the baby with the bath water. So evidently I threw that screen out. So there's no screen in here. Without the screen, I noticed it was putting on a lot of paint, but I thought it was just me. Watch. This screen was not in there. Okay, that slows the paint down quite a bit and atomizes it more. That wasn't in there. Okay, so you're getting just a lot of paint. So it's a combination of that. I'm thinking it's a combination of that. Okay, probably it's that. Has nothing to do with the paint flashing off. But we're gonna let it dry overnight. Gotta let it dry overnight anyway so I can come back and sand those spider webs out. So tomorrow morning we're gonna come out, sand those spider webs out. I was able to rescue the paint. Okay, the base coat, see it's got like a gold color. The base coat is, it doesn't have a hardener. Okay. So the base coat can last a long time. It's got an indefinite pot life, not in the gun, but so I put it in a measuring jar with a lid. So I'm keeping that. That's probably $45 worth of paint that I had in there. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. My mistake. I'm glad this happened. Okay, I really am. We've had this happen before, and it was always the wrong solvent. Okay. or too much solvent, the wrong solvent in the paint, or two different kind of paints we were trying to put together, and it'll spider web. Or if you spray way too much paint, it'll do that. And that's it. I was spraying way too much paint, and like I said, we're gonna let this flash off. Now, this is good for 72 hours. It doesn't have to be scuffed up. Okay? So we're gonna let that go overnight. There ain't no problem. I can just come back and recoat that. This can go. I can go 2 or 3 days, really. But I'm not gonna do that. This can be recoated within 24 hours. Okay? Without scuffing it up. Well, I gotta sand the little spider webs out, and there's not much there. I can easily scuff this up. Okay? Kind of glad this happened so I can show you how people screw up. How easy it is to mess up a good paint job. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go look for that little screen. If not, I got 2 more screens. And that's what we're gonna do. Tomorrow we're gonna continue. We're gonna come back, continue with our job. It's looking good. It really is. It's a pretty color. Pretty color. Okay, note to self. Bob, put the gun back together. When you take it apart, put it all back together. All right. Gotta laugh at yourself, because if you don't, somebody else will. Oh well. It happens. And we ain't scared. Okay. I'm fixing the spots. Alright. Go with some 120. Get it down. Okay. Then coming back with some steel wool. Alright. Got a couple more spots to do. Okay, some of the places I took some 80. I used some 80 to bring it down. Then 120, and then steel wool. The steel wools are really, I think it's triple aught. It's real fine to dress it off. Now, if you can feel it when you paint it, you can be able to see it. If you can feel it, you're going to see it. If you feel any little bitty edges, you're going to be able to see them. And that's where your steel wool comes in, to dress it off, to finish it up. Okay, where we at? Now what we're going to do, after we finish this, we're going to come back with some of this. Okay? We're going to spray that, and then we're going to come back with our base coat. Okay? We're going to spray this so it'll adhere, because you went down several layers here. So I don't know if we went down back to the plastic. It almost looks like we did. Okay. So we're going to put this. All right. And then we're going to come back. We just got a couple spots. Those couple spots there, spot here, here. And I stopped painting when I saw what it was doing, and right here is the last one. A couple little pieces here and there. A couple little bitty ones that we took care of. Okay. All right. That's where we at. Repairing our mess up. Okay, I got all the spots taken care of. All the cobwebs, spider webs, I should say. Okay, what I'm doing now, taking my steel wool, and I'm going over the whole panel. The whole part that I painted. We're still well within the recoat period for this paint. We're well within the recoat. But I'm going to scuff it up a little bit with some steel wool, make it all consistent. Alright. Now we're going to come back. Whoa. See if I can reach off the thing. Anyway, once that's done, of course I'm going to tack cloth it. Blow it in my blow with the air hose, tack cloth it. Okay. Oh, we're getting out of focus. Okay, we're going to come back with the adhesion promoter. Okay. But it looks pretty good. So I'm going to go over it again with the steel wool one more time before I spray the promoter on there. Except lightly did all the panel. Okay. All right. Go over it again, tack cloth it, spray that, then we're ready to start spraying some paint. If you want to add this, the same pad I used to rough everything up, I come back and went back over everything. Real good, rubbing it real good. Now I got some light on the subject now. Okay. Remember, if you can feel it, rub your finger over it. You can feel it. Sometimes I don't even look at it. I just rub my finger. And if you can feel anything, you can feel it, you're going to see it. Oh, I missed a little spot right there. Okay, I can catch that. Probably catch that with this pie. Yeah, I'm gonna come back with the, I'll probably get it with the steel wool. Anyway, so we're gonna do, we're gonna blow it off, tack cloth it. We're gonna come back and we're gonna spray this on it. Then we're gonna come back with go back to our base coat. Okay, we got the first coat on. Okay, it's looking good. Now we're gonna go, the data sheet says 5 to 10 minutes between coats. Okay, I didn't put a real heavy coat on it. Put a fairly light coat. So, I go by how tacky. It is. Come out pretty good. Looking good. Okay, we're gonna put a few more coats on it. Probably gonna paint it till we run out of paint. And I'll put a little bit on the grill part. Okay. We'll let it flash a little bit. We're gonna come back. Here we are. It's looking good. He's looking good. Okay, this is a second coat. I'm not really laying it on heavy. I'm kind of putting light coats on it. Okay. This is the second coat. I'm waiting 10 minutes between coats. All right. We're fixing to paint another coat. I got a good bit of paint left. So I'm gonna keep painting until I can get pretty close to the original color. Okay, this is the place we had the spider webs. As you can see, you can't tell. Cannot tell at all. Okay. It'll come out good. Clear coat's gonna bring out the shine in it. Okay, we finished the third coat. It's actually flashing off now. This is really some nice paint. Really paint's good. Got a little grill. It has good flow out. First time I painted with this paint. It's very expensive. Just the paint. That's not including any of the additives. $80 a pint. Not cheap. But some people tell you paint is paint is paint. Well, I'll have to disagree. This stuff really paints good. Okay. I got close in a couple places, and I said, "Oh no." Well, it flowed out. It's got real good flow out. Okay. I'll put a couple light coats and then a little bit heavier one for the third coat. We're gonna let it flash out, and then we're going to this afternoon we're gonna clear coat it.